Well, you already know. Yeah, I think the takeaway is no. What's going on, my guy? Yeah. Oh, I hear him.
Nice meeting you, brother.
Nice to meet you as well, man.
That heat already there or what?
Oh, yeah. It got here about, last week sometime.
Yeah, it's on the way.
Am I frozen on the screen?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So, that was probably me thinking I was going to go to my other camera, but... I wouldn't put mine on. I saw he had his on. I was like, oh, I ain't gonna let him be out here by himself. Let me go get something. I got Bills and Mac, and I was like, let me go with somebody I want to represent who ain't on the team no more. But maybe that's working now. There we go.
Yeah.
Welcome in. Let's talk about it, guys. We got a quick and brief question to start off with before we get into introductions. And pretty much, we want to know, will the 2025 NFL schedule bring success to our beloved Chicago Bears? We got a thrilling season, and I would think that's NFL action-packed. We're going to dive pretty much into our particular schedule, meaning the Chicago Bears, explore whether or not we think, obviously, if it bodes success. If we have any particular other thoughts about that, we'll talk about those as well. And so we're going to break down some of the opponents, well, all of them in terms of schedule. Maybe some strengths and weaknesses, maybe, as far as QB matchups. And basically, in bottom line, we're going to try to predict if the Bears have what it takes with the revamped roster to make a deep or even an entry-level playoff run. Let's hope we can start with baby steps sometimes. From Caleb's development, The team, like I said, has a revamped offensive line. My apologies. New weapons. We're going to cover all of it. And so we harken back to wonder if the Bears can recapture their claims of being true monsters of the Midway. Who knows if that question will ever be answered, but hopefully it will. So welcome in once again to Mailbox Sports. I am your host, Antoine Randall L. Waterboy, Postman 1914. We got to get the wide receivers hydrated. Joining me, we got my jiu-jitsu juggernaut. If many of you don't know it, Mr. Bluefax, how you doing today?
Doing good, man. Blessed on a great Sunday, man. Just excited about the Bears. Got a little golfing going on today. Get to that after this, but family packed day after that.
Alrighty. And we got somebody that's tied up into the gym. We're going to move him to the guy that some people call him last, my special guest and Lone Star State Chicago representative. G-Class, welcome in. How you feeling today, my brother? Let's talk about it.
I'm doing all right. Happy to be here, man. I'm hoping that the Bears can show us something this year. So I'm expecting some surprises.
Man, well, I would hope more than anything those particular surprises come to us in a form that's pleasing to the eye. As we all know, I think we've had what I call a bright-eyed and bushy-tailed type of a season outlook year after year after year. And sometimes it even starts that way where we get a bit overzealous, like the puppy behind me playing with a toy, and we squeeze the life out of 4-2s, 3-3s, and we think, oh man, we actually had some tough opponents. We playing a little better than I thought we were. We're gonna have the opportunity to go ahead and turn it around in the second half. And in the midst of that, we've had some 14 game losing streaks. Sad.
Yeah.
A 10-game losing streak. Sad. Some of the largest probability of wins percentage in the fourth quarters be blown leads in the NFL. And so I ask you guys this year, first and foremost, do we think the trend is our friend in terms of new beginnings with Ben Johnson? Do we think that the trend of a new innovator is truly where we start with being on the right foot? We'll start with you, Mr. Bluefax. What do you think about your boy toy coach and the prospects of what he brings to our team? Floor is all yours.
Yeah, man. I think I'm sick of winning the off season. To be honest with you, like I'm hopefully optimistic. Feel like I get let down quite a bit, but I can make sense of it, and so I got to start with that. Like I see the roster putting together. I think we got talent like we haven't had before at the quarterback position, and so with that being said, I am hopeful. We just got to put it all together. Like I want to see it on the field. I need to see Ben Johnson's creativity. I need to see Caleb go out there and be productive. I think one of the biggest drawbacks was the offensive line and how we got caught up in that, and that became a focal point. And so, although we've gone and got the right people, we think we've gotten the coach, which is supposed to be the right person. We got the quarterback who has talent. I need to see it all kind of come together, but still optimistic.
G-Class, what do you think overall on the whole of the direction you think the team might be going in this year?
I like the direction overall. I think one of the things that we've been fooling ourselves over the past few years is sometimes we get caught up in the record, the wins and losses, and we get caught up in the flash a little bit. But also we think that we have the depth. I know I was caught up in that the past few years. I was basing it off of the preseason. I'm just looking at the depth, and I'm like, oh yeah, I think we're gonna be all right. And when the season comes around, man, and somebody big gets hurt, and it's just all downhill. What we got so far, I like what I see. A lot of people talking about moving Cole Komet and all this. Listen, keep everybody for now, okay? And let's sorry, keep everybody for now, and let's figure out where we stand at the end. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if the cream can rise to the top. Shout out to Macho Man, because there's a lot of people that we think should be starters. There's a lot of people that we hope will become starters, but we don't know. Okay, so let's take our time, figure that out. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to for this season. Let's see how deep we really are. Okay, and let's see how good our starters really are. If we think they're supposed to be that good, so yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to.
And I think, kind of to add to that, the coach in himself, I know many people are over the moon excited. He answers questions the right way. He appears to be introspective about himself and kind of representative of what I think a leadership position should render in terms of a thought process. He's totally meticulous, but at the same time understands how to delegate responsibility so that those things come together. And I lead into that to say that the coaching staff that he's put together gives me the ultimate confidence in understanding how that depth that you so yearn for is able to be had. And I say it like you said, keep everybody, because in every other situation, typically you came in, you evaluate for a year, and then you make decision. And so if the coaching staff that Ben has put together, along with the draftees, the way in which you utilize players, oftentimes we learn they have IG reels and they give you, oh, you've been peeling banana wrong for 30 years. So you could have had unbridled access to how you get these things right if you had the right person teaching you how to use said tool or whatever the thing is. And so we talked about Cole. We've seen Cole flash brilliance. We've seen Cole at his worst. Imagine that guy and others being able to be utilized properly by the position coach. Shout out to Declan Doyle, the OC, who was a tight end coach, and Ben Johnson, who knows how to use tight ends, I think, better than most because they coach the position. And you kind of see how I'm a staunch supporter of Randall L. in terms of Antoine's delivery, the way in which he does things, and how I think he's going to inspire guys. People have a lot of smoke for DeAndre Swift, and I think that Eric Bieniemy is the epitome of first class when you speak on getting the most out of the running back room. And how could we not transition that over to Dan Rauscher on the offensive line, who's got nothing but plaudits and made several people stars that weren't supposed to be, and enhanced on skill sets that were supposed to be, i.e. Karan Amagaji, who he speaks so effusively of. With those types of things being said overall, Al Harris and so on and so forth, I think that it gives us the ultimate opportunity to maximize. What I would say, based on the NFL, and I hate it, but we're going to use it today, we have what the NFL quantifies as the second most difficult schedule upcoming season. That's based on last season's actual happenings, no projections. And so that is a .571. So damn near a 60% clip. Number 2 in the league in terms of difficulty of schedule. Without further ado, we are going to do this exercise in this particular way. We'll go through each individual game. If you guys got any highlights, things that concern you, or things you think we can take advantage of in said game, let me know and give me your prediction. We'll go with predictions for the actual record as a majority thing. So it's 3 of us here. 2 of us think we win. 1 of us thinks we lose. We take the 2 instead of the 1. We understand it. Let's get ready to roll if everybody
Sound
ready
good.
to
You you writing this down? You tracking this so we know what the ending record is?
go. You got to track. You got something in front of you? I'll track it if you want to. Let's go ahead and do it. I got it.
I can write it down. Hold on. You got it?
Yeah, I got it pad in front of me. Week 1 for everybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna do each of our projections and the
Right.
outcome based off of the majority.
Just as a footer, we got a few people in viewing the chat. If anybody wants to, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, we have 5 primetime games right now. One of those games is obviously
That's gonna get flex. We're gonna get more than that.
Well, I speak of it like that. I want to be even keel because the flex is there. They can and will flex games in. I don't want to be overly excited because last year, like I said, we were 4-2. Man, he took the wind out of my sails. But I won't harken back to last year in terms of fortunes because I think we got somebody different driving the car. But we start.
Can we talk about?
Go ahead.
Why you bring up old stuff, man?
Go ahead.
Can we talk? Can we lay last year to rest? There's something I want to say about last year.
Yeah, let's go ahead.
Because yes, we were 4-2, coming off a bye going into Washington, right? But we were masking the issues. We knew Eberflus was a big problem, but we felt like we were overcoming that. We're progressing. We're moving along, especially after the Jaguars game. I can honestly say, I knew when we went out there we were gonna blow the Jaguars out. But I said coming back off this bye, we're gonna have a tough time against Washington. And it was just all downhill from there. I don't know why, but it happened. And then it kept happening. And we didn't stop the roll, man. This thing turned into a avalanche, bro. And it ended up we lose 10 in a row. Season's over, right?
That's crazy when you say it out loud.
Yeah. Jobs have been lost. Players have been questioned. Effort. You got everybody doing podcasts telling you what's going on in the locker room. To me, that starts from the top down, right? That's Ryan Poles. That was your problem. But now I think that he's made the corrections, man. I really, really do. And it has to start with your coach. And your coach has made good decisions on his assistant coaches. Even his assistant head coach, which is your boy. So all of this, and all of the players that you already had, and now the players that you brought in, I'm expecting improvement. And I do not think we will lose 10 games in a row ever again. As long as Ben Johnson is here. I'll say that.
Well, first, if I can just interject on that, I 3,000% agree with that last thing you just stated because I was absolutely gonna say that. I think even if we go back to last week, me and Fax had the actual question right there, and I believe that was the emphatic. Ain't no way, boy. Not as long as that man is around. I don't see that being the impetus for us losing any of those types of games. So we talked about the bye week, and the bye week last year rendered us to play against one. What's my Jaden Daniels? I couldn't think of his name. There you go. And so with Jaden, we should have, but we
because we had him on the goal line. I know. I'm sorry, but this is the last.
Yeah, not on some fandom. That should have been a win.
We had him on the goal line, and then we got cute, and my man fumbled. So we really should have been. We shouldn't even been in that position at the end of the game, and that was the beginning of the end.
Big facts.
Actually, probably the beginning of the end was after the Jaguars game. We flying back. That was probably the beginning of the end.
Yeah.
But this was just avalanche of horrificness.
And so if those things are to be in our past, which I believe they are, you have the opportunity this year after the bye week once again to get into that particular prove it mode. How we doing, Power Player? Welcome in, and we will get right into week 1, Monday Night Football. We start the year off being the last game that people watch, and I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I don't want to be Captain Killjoy as usual, this game here, Monday night for me, means something different than every other game on the schedule for one reason and one reason only. I live in a place not Chicago, as we know, and we have what we call Silent Monday, meaning if your team lost, you got no reason to be talking football at work, because what we talking about? I hate Silent Mondays when they fit me. And when you watch Monday Night Football, you don't even get to participate in Silent Monday, for one, because your game hasn't played. And two, everybody gets to watch the way in which you lose. So if you go out there and get it handed to you in a way that is totally uncharacteristic or par on, everybody going to talk about that. Whereas if you don't have a certain package, you can't see a game. You saw some highlights, so you really don't know how bad or good it was. Monday Night Football, everybody know how bad or good it was. Please don't embarrass me. And so we get into it. G-Class, break out the week 1 prediction. I will go last on all of these. Let me know what you thinking. Vikings Bears Monday Night Football.
I say we lose. One of the issues I think we'll be faster on defense. I think the games will be closer. I can't count the game in Chicago last year. Although I liked how we showed up, we were still behind. And then when we went to Minnesota, embarrassing. So there's clearly a deficiency with our lineup. Something's off. And I don't see us having that corrected just yet against the Vikings. So I got us losing that one in a close one.
Okay.
But I see us losing.
Max?
Yeah, I guess my biggest apprehension in this first game is we typically, have slow starts. I don't want to be the second half heroes, I want us to figure this out early, and I think Loveland's going to help with a lot of that. I'm hopeful that we're going to get a lot of take the layups, and I think that's one of the things that they, really trying to implement with his changing of, I guess, leading with his left foot type of thing. I'm gonna go with a win though. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a win. I'm gonna say Flores it's gonna. I don't want it to be false positive, right? We get excited when we get a win early and when things take off, and then we have that low. I think we still gonna have a low, so I'm gonna probably go against the grain on some of the games in the later half of the season. But I think we're gonna start out with a W. We're gonna get very boastful, like Chicago fans do, and then we're gonna have to come back down to reality at some other point later in the season.
Okay, and I guess with that being said, for myself out here, for different reasons, I know we talk about fast starts. I worry not about a fast start with somebody that's a competent play caller. The changing of Caleb's foot positioning to me indicates that Ben already knows what gets the ball out faster, i.e. to disrupt Mr. Flores' blitz, even though I want him to be there calling for my team. We'll talk about that some other day. Who cares? Dennis Allen gonna get you. 2, when we speak of Dennis Allen, he is a blitz happy type of guy. If you ask me in terms of the way in which he implements packages. 1, Kyler Gordon, Mr. New Money, is getting 2 sacks this night because I don't know if anybody else paying attention out there. And I love Kevin Stefanski, not Stefanski, Kevin O'Connell. I don't see J.J. McCarthy carving me the fuck up. I don't know if y'all believe this foolishness out here where Sam Darnold is still playing there, but Sam ass ain't around. So if somebody gonna prove to me that while we talking about fresh starts, the first time you ever play a NFL game is on Monday Night Football against my defense, and we gonna tell me that J.J. McCarthy gonna do all the right things to beat me, I think not. W, let's move along. Week 2 for me. I can't see J.J. McCarthy. I can't see the rookie beating Dennis Allen and Ben Johnson that night. I don't see how we have to have those old slow starts of the past in order for this young rookie who nobody thought could play quarterback in college anyway with his 18 attempts per game have himself. And now I'm supposed to believe all of a sudden because you sat down with an injury all last year, you roaring and ready to go because you took all the mental notes. You ain't played a lick of ball. I can't go with it at all. If it was Darnold, maybe I might even agree. But we at home against a rookie, and I know we got a rookie head coach, but I don't think he a rookie like that. Dub for me. So we start one.
All right, so we got a dub for the takeaway.
So we just
go ahead.
So we just disregard the personnel.
Um,
Is that what we're doing?
yeah, I think you disregard. I think you're disregarding ours. Very much so.
Okay, I like that. Okay,
All right.
I mean, we can go player for player out there, and once we get past Justin Jefferson, magnificent. Jordan Addison, love you. Hawkinson, you okay? No, he killed Matt Eberflus. Just like you said, bad to pass,
which never should have happened in the first place.
Well,
yeah, I'm with you.
Tahil and them, how you doing today? I mean, we just got. I'm thinking about use of personnel. I know last year we still had a top 10 scoring defense, even with all the shenanigans that Eberflus put out there. And some of those tweaks on yards is all on him because we were a top 5 leading into week 7. Still, all of those games until the end when they just got fed up with him, the defense was defensive. Right. So, Dub, that's where it come in for me right there.
The running back been killing us on whatever team he been on.
Aaron had modest games last year. Okay.
I'll leave it there.
Week 2.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Week 2 is where I think my nerves come in, but we can go ahead and we can let class go ahead and take them right there. Bears, Lions. We are on the road. Week 2.
Oh boy. I got a dub, man. I got a dub, bro. And the reason why, and I know they getting back to excuse me, I know they're getting back to full strength. I don't trust the coaching. I do trust the players, but their offensive coordinator and their defensive coordinator is new. That has to, you can't just, it's not just plug and play. You know what I'm saying? They come in with their own ideas, their own kind of, their own vibe, and I don't see that being gelled up just yet. I think it's going to be a tough game, and I almost guarantee Ben Johnson is going to have us ready when we play this game. The Vikings is the test. You know, we're working out some things. I think Ben Johnson's going to have us ready for this one. I think we're going to sneak up and get Detroit at noon on Fox. I think we do it, man. It might be it's gonna be close. And if you're talking about our defense, I think our defense coming off of the Vikings, because I think the Vikings and the Lions personnel is similar. I think they'll be more ready for it in week 2. So give me real quick, just give me the dub. Just mark it down. Give me the dub for the Lions, for the Bears against the Lions, week 2.
Okay. Facts.
All right. We're gonna get an alignment at some point. I got us with a loss against the Lions.
Okay.
For some of the very same reasons you had for the last game. Was that?
No.
Yeah, we flipped.
We flipping. I think the Lions have better personnel. I think they got a more experienced quarterback. I do think that it's going to be a close game.
My bad.
Yeah, well, that's true. I like to think it's going to be a close game, but I think they got better personnel. They've seen success with, the approach they're taking. I don't know if it's going to be completely different than what Ben Johnson have, but I think because of the personnel, because of specifically the quarterback, I think they're going to have, the edge for us. But it's going to be close.
Okay, so we got 1 win, 1 loss there.
Yep.
Y'all make me
1 win, 1 loss.
Y'all always make me seem like the homer of the group, and I didn't think I was. Because let me explain it to you just like this. Hit that like button first of all if you can for me, and realize that Aaron Glenn, New York Jets, Ben Johnson, Chicago Bears. Name me a coordinator in Detroit. Flax, can you name me one?
Name me a what?
The coordinator, offensive specifically. Can you name me that guy's name?
I do not know that guy's name.
Oh, so I'm going to tell you this. He was not what we call promoted from the right-hand man. That dude was Antoine Randall. He's with the Chicago Bears. So we have what they call the fourth man in place in terms of the offensive staff, and I can't think of this young man's name, but you was for de facto number 4 in a pecking order for this system that being established. And so, if I'm to believe this right, number 4 is going to come in, and he's paid attention enough to carry out Ben's system with a little bit of splash of himself, or a lot of splash of himself.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to work, just like we talk about tweaks for everybody else. This is Mr. Campbell's first rodeo without those two calling plays on either side. This is Aiden Hutchinson's first game back. Let's see how well that leg bends when you trying to bend a corner against those newly vamped offensive guys out there on the line. Because Tony, I believe, he got a little seasoning out there to help everybody else understand a couple things. Second, Ben. Last time I checked,
you don't think having the experience at the quarterback position is going to help with
I'm going to get to
coaching?
it. I'm going to get to it so very much for you. So Ben is a person that I think, like, when you have a class and you get to teach that class from 2nd to 8th grade, you kind of know tendencies. He raised all those babies over there in Detroit. So I think him, along with the guys that he brought along on the offense, Mr. St. Brown, I know somebody who knows your tendencies very well because he kind of taught them to you. So you think he can't tell Al Harris how to get them boys super ready for tendencies for Amon Ra and the other guys that we don't know if they're going to be used properly? Lastly, and this is most important, it was this guy named Jared Goff in L.A. He used to be Mr. Headset. 17 seconds they call him. Because once the headset go off, he don't know what the hell to do. Fast forward, and I will say he's progressed significantly since that. I don't know if he is worthy of me having confidence in him without Ben, because the only time I've seen him be competent is with Ben. So, unfortunately, you have a 50% track record of probability on being good. Mm-hmm. I know you got more of your years being good than bad. I will give you that, and I don't think he's going to fall off a cliff. But let's see if you still Mr. 4,500 yards a season without Ben. And I think for those reasons, along with a little bit of vigor for the kick you in your balls and bite your kneecaps off, Mr. Campbell, you take an L at home. Pontiac Dome real silent. Let's go. And I just call it that because I can't think of the real name. Bears get a dub.
Not the Pontiac Dome.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I can't think of the real name right now, so that's what came to me.
Is it the Silver Dome?
Yeah, that's what it is. It might be. Who knows? I think Pontiac was a Silver Dome. I don't even know. They're gonna lose. I ain't taking that
so
shit.
So 2-0 right now overall. Overall 2-0.
Ooh, power play said. Hey, power play said big loss against the Lions, like a blowout. I take it.
I saw that.
I take it. It's deserved it until we can prove otherwise. But I just give you the reasons why I think otherwise. That's all. 2-0 right now. Facts. We gonna start with you. And I hate how this shit is even rolling out because I'm feeling like a Joniac guy. Bears, Cowboys. Bears, second home game. Eberflus revenge game. Go.
I got that as an easy dub. It's not even gonna be close. That's gonna be, I'm thinking, like 14-28, something like that. We gonna blow them out the water.
That is okay. That's kind of wild for me right there. That's scary. We just gonna blow them out the water.
I think we're gonna blow them out the water.
Easy
I think that's when we started to kind of hit a groove. They not a top tier team. We starting to figure out what worked. We're getting feedback. We in the data, and now we ready to put together a plan. You know, I think with them not being, I wouldn't consider them an elite team. I think at that point, that's when we can settle in on that game.
That's when you pounce. Okay, I get you.
Yeah,
dub for facts. Class, I'm hear you.
I'm struggling with this one.
A little bit.
Because you never know which Cowboys team is going to show up, man.
That's facts.
I don't know. I listen, I live here. I hear what they're doing. And I don't know. I don't trust. Okay, so Schottenheimer has been their offensive coordinator. Now they bumped him up a spot, right? Is he ready for that? I don't know.
He is Marty's boy.
Will they be committed to the run game? Who's their running back?
Javonte Williams. You don't like them? I do.
I
I
okay.
get you. I get you.
Are they committed to it though? You know, I think Schottenheimer, he's shown that he likes to throw the ball around,
I.e. George Pickens.
and I think that's one of the oh no oh man
Yeah.
Pickens and Lamb.
I forgot about that.
Dak didn't.
And then the time of the game, man, it's sneaky. Okay, I'll go with the Bears win because they are home. Okay, I think that'll probably be the difference. Bears at home, win by three. Win by three. Give me Bears.
Ooh. All right.
So both of y'all got a close one, and both of y'all got to win in the interest of time.
I have a close one.
Yeah. Well, he said
we
a
got
3 point. He said a 3 point, and you said a close one just the same. In the interest of time, two people already spoke on it. There's no reason for me to do so anymore. We'll move on to the next game on the schedule.
But give me your thoughts. Like, just give me your win or loss.
I mean, it's a win for me, and I just don't think that Eberflus has the personnel to do anything to stop us. Carry on.
Oh, Flusy,
Okay.
yeah.
Flusy is there. Yeah, Flus ain't getting loose. All
Ain't
right.
no full flips.
That's right, full Flusum. Now, I'm going to start this one off just because I ain't giving an opinion last time. Bears, Raiders, we are in Sin City. Now, this game scares me, not because Pete Carroll coaches it, but because we are in Sin City. And I understand how somebody can go 3-0, feeling good about themselves, how we got them lined up, hit Vegas, knowing it's supposed to be a chalked out dub, because who you got, Genty and Geno finna just kill us. However, Max Crosby is still there. Pete Carroll is there, and defense is his calling card, and I do believe he'll have a staunch enough defense to kind of stifle Ben as a first-time coach, because you don't know it all. He's still our first-time coach, and Pete, 97 years in the game over there with coaching, chewing that gum. So I really think that it could be a trap game. I'm hoping not, but I really see it kind of being that way as a game that we need to get refocused for. But I see us taking the L right there.
All right.
Facts, what you think?
I'm gonna kind of agree with you. I think it's gonna be a trap game. We're coming off of 2 wins, and those 2 wins, I think give you a little confidence. But I think this is one of those where we're gonna have to be grounded again. So I think we take a loss.
So you come off 3 wins.
I was about to say.
Well, we come off 3 wins overall, but I got us with a loss. I got us with a loss. Against the Lions.
Yeah, but I'm talking about our whole schedule over here. We're talking about our schedule.
Yeah.
We 3-0.
Yeah.
But class, any thoughts to add to that right there? What did you have? Did you have them losing that game or no?
I want us to lose this game.
Okay, Humbler, reset.
Okay.
You got 3. I don't believe. I want us to lose this game because I know it's coming. Okay. I need everybody's full effing attention when we're going into this bye week and we going to Washington, man. I need everybody locked in, bro. And I know, listen, this going out to Vegas, that feels more like a business trip. I mean, I'm sorry, it should be a business trip, but it feels more like a pleasure trip.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, going out there to hang out. We're gonna see the sights. All right, we're gonna have us some fun. We might gamble a little bit, and then we got a game to play at 3:25 on a Sunday. I want us to lose this game. I know that sounds bad, but I want to make sure I need that extra motivation, whatever motivation we need. Right. Going to this Washington game, because once we come off this early bye, it's the earliest bye ever, week 5. We got a murderer's row to deal with the rest of the season. So I need us locked in. I don't want us to think too highly of ourselves. So I got us losing.
Okay, I dig that. I'm writing out the rest of our schedule here so I can flow right through it. But you just broke into the segue of the century. So without further ado, go ahead and break down the Fail Mary Revenge game. Let's get to it. What you thinking, class, and we'll have facts after that.
Monday night, 7:15 p.m. We back in the House of Pain.
A house of pain.
See, ESPN.
They gonna talk about it.
Everybody knows, man.
They gonna talk about
Everybody knows this was it. We were the laughing stock of the league. People couldn't believe what happened on multiple levels, right? This is a chance for Tyreek Stevenson. Let's show are you mature enough? Have you matured? Right? Are you serious now? The team. Hey man, when we get on the goal line, we ain't gonna do nothing silly, right? We know we not. It's been, but come on. These are things that we got to clear up. Jaden Daniels had a tough time against us, bro. Let's not forget. Okay, it wasn't like he was throwing the ball all over the field against us and just destroying us. That's not what happened. Are we gonna be smart enough to take care of business? Okay, and I think we will. I got us going in there, and I got us winning by 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
Not easy, but I got us winning by 2 touchdowns. We pick it up in the second half. I think we're better than Washington. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I haven't said this yet. I think we will be this year's Washington. That's what I truly believe. I think we've made enough of the upgrades, and everybody, just like Washington upgraded last year, like from one year to the next, right? I think we are this year's Washington. I got us winning this game, 2 touchdowns.
Facts, you can jump in. I'm reading the Taylor Huns question right there.
Okay.
I mean statement, I should say.
I got us win this game, right? I think it means something to us. I think, like you said, Commanders didn't just take off and win the last game. They got it off a Hail Mary. I think we only get better this season. I think we're able to pull this one out. We're an overall better team. I mean, I think we're an overall better team. I think we got a quarterback who has talent. So I think all those things come together for us. It means a lot to us. Caleb got a bitter taste in his mouth, right? You know what I mean? I think we pull this one out. He's going to go for, I would say he's going to throw for over 250, 300 yards. See, this is an important game to him. He don't want to be the number one pick of the draft and everybody talking about Jaden. I think that he's not going to say it. You know, it's all about the team and we want the team win, but that's not what he's here for. He won his whole life. This is going to mean something.
Well,
like you said, he's never lost as many football games in one season as, you know, in comparison to his whole life. I don't think he's ever lost 10 games he was undefeated in high school. I don't know what his record was in college, but this is not going to be his standard. So he's going to turn that around, especially against this team.
I won't be the person to try to combat that. I see it more so in this instance because of the storylines that we just spoke of, that Washington loses this game more than we win this game, if that will make sense to you. I think Caleb might press doubly hard, to make up a new word for the day, just because I think he wants to prove more than any other game that last year was a fluke. I think that might result in some untimely mistakes, but I think the defense kind of saves him this game. I think this is one of those, not a Arizona type of game in terms of the offense being incompetent, but one of those defense and special teams let him off the hook type of games right there. But win nonetheless.
Okay.
Well, can I
go ahead.
Win nonetheless? Okay. Because last year Caleb won the game.
He did.
Yes. People forget that.
Yeah. I don't see him pressing as much. I do see them probably running the ball a little bit more. But Caleb went out and won that game, man.
Well, you see,
I mean, literally, he did what Jaden Daniels did. running for first downs on fourth down, getting us where we needed to be, getting a score, and I want to say the 2-point conversion too, right? If I'm remembering that.
Yeah, we
correctly.
needed one.
So, I mean, why press? Let's just go out here and get this dub, baby.
Because the last game was a low scoring game. It was fought to win in the second quarter, in the fourth quarter.
It wasn't his
Essentially,
best game, right?
it wasn't a pretty game offensively on the whole. And I think in total, he's going to be a guy that's playing better, understanding scenarios and situations a bit more. But I think also there comes a confidence in taking a few risks to kind of stick it to you, and sometimes trying to stick it to somebody because of what happened last time. Sometimes you can put yourself in a situation that I like to affectionately say is Jay Cutler-esque. You
Don't bring up your boy.
I won't bring him up for the rest of my life. Jay Christopher Cutler, I support you, my man. Let's move along to the next game on the schedule, which would be the New Orleans Saints. I think it's pretty cut and dry, but G-Class, what you got for us? New Orleans, win or loss?
It's a funny game, man. It's a funny game. So I have to look at the overall schedule, right? If we're at this point, what are we saying? We're
4-1. 4-1.
We're 4-1. So we beat Washington.
Yeah. Yep.
We beat Washington. Yep. We beat Washington. We beat the Cowboys. We beat the Lions. We beat the Vikings.
I want to give us. See, this what scares me because I want to give us the win so bad, man. I don't trust.
It only makes sense,
situation. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It only makes sense, and that's the problem because it makes too much sense.
Right.
The
Right.
Saints, man.
You're a Bears fan. You got trauma, man. You got trauma.
Right? I'm struggling.
Damn, Attila say 8 wins. I can't believe it. Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
The Saints, man. Who's their quarterback? We don't know. Can he play?
Spencer Rattler, Tyler Shuck. Pick one. Me, I don't know.
Will they lose the game based off of just the quarterback? I don't think so. But then again, I don't know. I don't even remember who their head coach is.
Kellen Moore.
I think we do something stupid this game, and I think we lose at home. And I know it's at home,
right.
But I think we do something stupid. Now I hope we blow them out, man. But I think we do something stupid.
Okay. I'm gonna keep it simple, man. I got us with a dub on this one. It only makes sense. I can't. If I'm gonna truly let last season go and move forward, I can't look at what we have done historically. I have trust the people we got this year. I'm gonna go with a dub because I can't rationalize anything outside of what has happened in the past that gives us a L on this one.
And I'm just gonna make this as simplistic as I can in this particular regard. NFL is the league of win the game you're supposed to. I'm not gonna allow multiple trip up games by inferior competition. The season and the schedule gets drastically and infinitely more difficult as the season wears on. You can't lose games you're supposed to you're supposed to win it. You go out and win it. There's nothing on that team that anybody can tell me that should signify a win for them on our home field. We don't know who the quarterback is. Barely know the coach. Nobody knows the defensive coordinator. Oh, because he's not on our team now. Like, stop playing. You lose that game. I got smoked for Ben Johnson. What the hell were you doing? It's not a game you're supposed to lose. Easy dub.
He's dub.
That's the first convincing
right
ass whooping I see in the season. Beat the living hell out of them.
We 5-1 right now.
You better be.
I like this energy. Fellas. I like this energy.
Because guess where you got to go next? You on the road for 2 straight games. Mr. Blue Facts, Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Tell me about that game because I know Power Player got the damn opinion about it already.
Yeah, he got opinions.
Yeah.
So in the same lane as it only makes sense when we play the Saints, I think it only makes sense when we take this L on the chin. You know what I mean? We got a puncher's chance, but it's gonna be an L. But like, you can't win them all, and to think that we ain't arrived yet. Not Show me. I mean, I want to be wrong. I'm a fan, so I want to be wrong. But everything on paper, the eye test, this is an L for me. Now, let's not be embarrassed. That's what I don't want. I don't need to crush spirits for a younger team, but let's keep it
respectable,
watchable. Yeah, let's keep it watchable. But we're not winning this game.
Class.
I agree. We lose.
Okay, we all in agreement. No reason to harp on it. I think we take an L. Just don't embarrass me. That's my metric for losses. Go out there and have a tough game.
5-2. 5-2.
5-2.
And honestly, based off our record and who we played up until that point, we should give Baltimore a good game.
Yeah, and if everything is translated up until the point where those games before that one, if all of those things represent what we think they do, then yes, you might lose that game on the road, but you should look like not a competent team, but a competitive and worthy team of losing to Baltimore at home. Yeah. That's about it.
Is that a primetime game?
I can't tell you right now because I don't have it pulled up on that metric. I wish I had it made notes.
Right now.
It's a noon game.
Right now,
can't be. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. And that's a good thing. Good question to know. I forgot about trying to denote. Those games. Okay, prime time. I couldn't think of it.
I got all the times.
Okay.
Right? At least what they were.
And so we moving right along. Cincinnati, the Bengals. Facts. What you thinking? What do we got with Joe Burrow and your AI tracker on Burrow?
Yeah,
he a tech guy, so he got some whole love affair with Joe Burrow. We'll talk about one day.
Yeah, I get to that. Do some predictive analytics in my spare time. But in any case, they're gonna take the L on this one too. I think they just got. They're the Bears in a different form, right? Like I feel like they lose games they're supposed to win. Sometimes it's hit or miss with them, but I think they just got a better situation. I got confidence in Joe Burrow. Not to say I don't have it in Caleb, but I think they get it. I think we take another L. So in my opinion, we 2 straight losses here.
Okay. Class, what you thinking?
I think we win.
Okay.
All right.
I think we win. One thing that I've noticed about Cincinnati, increasingly, the defense is mid.
Thank you.
At best. And they like to throw the ball around. And if the Bears have improved defensively as far as team speed, if they've improved the way we think they have, coming off this Baltimore game, we should be prepared for Cincinnati, man. Because Baltimore is going to try to run it down our throats, and then if they can't do that, which they should be able to do it. If they can't do that, then they're going to try to throw the ball around on us, and they got capable wide receivers. But Cincinnati, we can play with them. I truly believe we could play with them. I'm not saying throw 2 on Chase, but
I'm getting the Burrow effect. That's kind of what I get. Yeah.
I think we could play with them, man. I think we can. And I think we win again. I think we win a close one. We come out of there some kind of way with the dub. And the other thing about Cincinnati, man, and they've shown this for years. And I know we talk about like what guys do in the past. Cincinnati consistently gets on these bad starts.
Thank you.
Like terrible starts. And they're so inconsistent throughout the season. They lose games they should win. They win games they shouldn't. And somehow by the end they then put a little run together, and now, hey, maybe we can make the playoffs. They did the same thing last year, man, and they failed. I think they continue that. I don't see anything changing. Same coach, same quarterback, same personnel. It's all the same. I think we come out of here with the dub.
And I'm gonna have to echo the sentiment of G Class in this one. And I think this is a defensive game to win. Only for the reasons that we talked about in previous conversations when we speak about your predictabilities. We know that Joe will go out there and look like an average Joe sometimes and throw the ball to the other team. I do know that Al Harris is rather successful in his press man coverage against Jamar Chase and the likes of T. Higgins. And we got some big-bodied guys in Tyreek Stevenson and Jalen Johnson. Not to mention, if Tasheem Green, the rookie that is, like I said, 6'2", 213, he can bang a body around in there, and I do believe that the defensive line is everything to what your secondary is, and our secondary is top 3 already without a defensive line last year. I think our defense runs it up. I think their defense has no answer. One, will Trey even play this year? You can't get 17 sacks from the bench, and he might be over there in street clothes or on somebody else's team. They talk about ownership. The Bengals gonna bangle. They don't want to pay nobody. You paid the 2 people Joe asked you to, and you paid 3 people, including him, 94% of your salary cap, and you supposed to come out there and just beat me to the ground because you can score sometimes. I don't see it. Dennis Allen in itself is the way in which he operates. That's a Kyler Gordon gym game right there, where he gets to Burrow more than people think, because Kyler is a whiz, bro. The way in which they're going to be utilized this year, I don't think people are ready for the way the defense and the offense will work in concert, because I think they're going to be trying to outcompete each other, like not saving each other. I think they're going to try to outdo each other. In a rookie season, they might be more magical than people think, but I'm taking the dub easily for me right there. I don't like Burrow and the Bengals as much as everybody in the world does. Dub for us.
All right, 6-2.
And
yeah, y'all putting this together, man. Y'all stringing them together.
Hey, you got some things out there.
We'll recap at the end.
We will. And August gonna give us a lot of things to talk about with the preseason. Nonetheless, we have the New York Football Giants. This is part of our last place schedule. 4th place team like us. They got Russell Wilson, Jay Boo, and a couple other guys. Jackson Dart. I don't know who will start. Facts. What you got on this game right there?
We beat the Giants. I think this is right along with the Saints. I would say they worse than the Saints, and I don't know nobody on the Saints. I don't know, man. I think same at the time of madness. On paper, we should win this game. I think, in my opinion, we coming off of 2 L's against Baltimore and Cincinnati. This is our bounce back.
Okay.
I'm going with the dub.
I feel you. Class?
There's no way we lose to the Giants. No.
Here we go.
Listen.
I like this interview, man. I like this. I like
cold lead pipe lock. We don't lose to the Giants. How? How would it even be possible? They can't figure out their QB situation. You got, what was it, Jackson Dart?
Yeah.
That's what he should be starting by now at this point. If he's starting by then, bruh, if Jackson Dart is starting, what is this, week 10? Yeah, come on to Chicago, man.
Oh, well.
Come on in.
Didn't even think
the
about
water's
that one.
warm, baby.
the water's warm.
And Oliver said, do homework on Dennis Allen's resume. You'll like it. I want to see a rookie quarterback again in that instance. Go ahead and see if they like it just the same as we will. We already know where I'm going with it. On the Minnesota Bears. Bears with that dub. Is this the Vikings game we play on the road, correct?
Yes.
Noontime. Noontime game. So still on the road. We deep in the season now. JJ may have learned the system. What say you, G Class, Vikings, Bears?
I say we lose.
Okay.
I say we lose.
So you guys losing. Yeah, you guys losing
both
twice
times
against the Vikings.
Minnesota.
Okay, all right.
Minnesota's funky, man. Like every time. I know. I get it.
Yeah, you're about to go back to the past. Okay. You're about to go back to the past.
It's a personnel issue, man. We have a problem with these guys, and we haven't figured it out. Even if we stop Justin Jefferson for some reason, Addison is over here killing us every single time. And we can't forget about the tight end. Is it Hawkins? I can't remember his
Detroit,
name.
yeah. Hawkins in Minnesota. Yeah. TJ.
Okay. Yeah, TJ. So even for whatever reason, we was leaving the middle of the field open for TJ. And if that don't work, then they got the running back who's been killing us since he's been in Green Bay. It's a personnel issue, man. It really, really is.
It's not personal.
He says it's not personal. It's a personnel.
Yeah.
A little French.
So I got us losing this one.
Okay.
Yeah, listen.
Minnesota at noon. I got us. I got us losing this one. It'll be a close one though.
Facts. Say you.
I got us losing.
Okay.
I had us winning the first one coming out. I got us losing. Some adjustments were made. I feel like, to your point, there's some personnel issues here. That defense is going to be tricky. It's not going to look the same twice. And so I got us losing this one. We want to win against the Vikings, in my opinion, this year.
And we go clean sweep. I mean, and basically for I won't even parrot your reasons. Y'all spot on took all my line of thought and logic. We take an L right there in the dome. Let's move along.
Okay.
Man, got nothing to say.
Well, that's the first. Baltimore was the other last unanimous.
I mean, it's a division. It's a division game, like you said. The adjustments are made. Unfortunately, you got to take your ball and go home. This game scares me a little bit, and not even for personnel. It's for history. It's this guy who has lost one game against the Bears. His name is Mike Tomlin. Even though it should have been two, one of them should have been with Justin. Don't matter if it was. We took that L. While I think we win this game, just to preface it, class, I think we win this game because we should. And I don't know who the hell. Mason Rudolph ain't beating me, and Aaron Rodgers ain't either. You don't own anything in the Wendy anymore. Not at this grown old age. So I think it's an L.
A ripe old age.
Yeah, funky ass ripe. When we talk about it, can't stand you. I think it's a dub for the Bears. G class, what you thinking about Tomlin in Pittsburgh? When is this game played? What time?
Noon.
Okay.
The last
Okay.
The last 6 on the schedule were noon games, unless they change something around.
Okay.
I say we win. It's at home. One. The Steelers are interesting. The Steelers are always interesting, man. But I agree. They come and go as their quarterback. Now they got DK Metcalf, but DK Metcalf don't scare me, man. He actually needs the ball in his hands to actually scare me, and he don't get the ball in his hands nearly enough. I don't think they figure that out by week 12. And if I know the Steelers, they will sustain some injuries that will affect them defensively. And so I think we get an easy win on this one. I say 10 points at least.
Okay. Facts.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna hold us up. We win in this game as an overall. I would say we're gonna get a dub. The only thing really concerning me is the Thomason effect. They win. They have winning seasons consistently. So I don't think you can ever count them out based off of personnel because their coach finds a way to get them in that winning column. I think we win, but I gotta keep in mind that Pittsburgh wins games and they come out ahead in a lot of games they should lose. So
I feel it. Anybody, before I move to the next game, if you have not already, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the content, tell people about the lag or the glitch, but tell them that the audio is pristine and the voices you hear are the ones you want to continue to hear. Thank you very much. We move on to what I think might be a synonymous
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we 8-3?
8-3 right now, and I see where a game is going to be next. We play the Philadelphia Super Bowl champion Eagles. Facts. What you got?
Loss. We're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna chalk that one in. This is gonna be. It's not. I mean, for the same reason we're gonna lose to Baltimore. That's just a different tier team.
Now, is this gonna be an ugly loss, you think, or?
I hope none of them are ugly. I hope the ugly losses are behind us. I don't want to be losing any 55-3 games.
I'm not talking. When I say ugly, I mean you lost by 12 or something like that. Y'all ain't talking about no 50 burgers. Y'all don't see none of that type going on. Come on.
I think it's still gonna be ugly. I think it's gonna be 2 touchdowns.
Okay. Taylor, do you like any football team at all? I just want to know. Class, what you thinking about this game right here, man?
Okay. So it's at 2:00 on a Friday.
Oh yeah, it's the Black Friday game.
Friday game?
Black Friday, yeah.
2:00 on a Friday. All right.
I'm so
on
pissed.
Amazon
I'm be working
Prime.
probably. Yeah, I'm be working. Carry on.
In Philly. I say the Bears sneak out of this one with a dub, man. Lock it.
Oh my God. Okay.
Lock it.
Okay.
I
All
say we
right.
sneak.
I didn't see it coming.
I say we sneak out of here with it because I don't trust
Nobody's
Jalen Hurts.
watching.
Yes, nobody's
Okay.
watching. Really, I mean, everybody's out doing whatever. But Jalen Hurts, I still don't trust him, man. I know. I just don't trust the guy's arm, man. I don't. I don't. Now I know they got Saquon, and I know that the O line is just stellar. So he might not get touched, so it might not even matter. But I see the Bears. They've lost players. Philly's lost players on both sides of the ball. They are. I wouldn't say depleted, but they're not what they've been, right? They got some rookies that stepped up last year. Let's see if they can do it again. And I think the Bears, if we're coming in, we're coming in 8-3. Listen, I'm ready for this. By week 13, I'm ready for the challenge, man. Let's see. You know what I'm saying? Let's strap them up and let's see. I think Philly. I think we pull it out in Philly.
Damn. And for me, as much as I mean, like you almost had me trying to change my opinion. But
I mean, that was some pervasive. He was definitely persuading us. That was some.
At the end of the day,
made it sound good.
Yeah, at the end of the day, as much as I like Dennis yet, and I will do me some homework, Oliver, on his resume. I don't know his resume on run defense right now. It's not coming to me in terms of any statistical data. So I'm nervous for a line like that one to come in with Saquon and have some of the already familiar schemes be reintroduced to us in a way in which maybe we ain't seen them yet because we knew. Now maybe hope Al Harris can help us out with his Cowboy knowledge, but I don't really know if those, sufficient. It might, but I think we're going to take the L just off the strength of, I mean, like I said, we on the road in that game. We at the link. We still trying to prove what we are, and I think we take an L. I won't try to elaborate any further because the next one is.
I mean, at this point, we are who we are, right? You week 13.
Yeah.
Week 12, you are who you are at this point.
Yeah, I don't think the loss defines anything in particular, but I do think it's a loss, just because sometimes people think, well, they might see him again later in the playoffs. I hope so. With that being said, we move along to some of the worst and crappiest games on the schedule. Unfortunately, people bear with me. We got to talk about it anyway. We move into the worthless piece of shit thing we call the Green Bay Packers. And got really no love for you objectively. But we played there right after Philly. Class, are we playing it on the road?
Yes, at Green Bay.
I thought so. What you got? What you think we doing?
Oh man. I think we lose. And I hate to say that because I hate the Packers so much. And I'm going to be honest with you. I came into the show already prepared for a 2-0 declaration against the Packers. But looking at the schedule and how we've kind of,
massaged it.
How this thing has how this thing has kind of failed, I think we lose this one. And I don't see it as being a negative, right? I see their coach talking crazy because we talk crazy first, but I think we lose at Green Bay, and then we bounce back 2 weeks later. But yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Facts.
Win.
Oh boy.
I'm not ever putting on a piece of paper that we lose to the Green Bay Packers. My fandom won't let me even. I can't. It's not. I tried to. I wrote it down and then I scribbled it out. We're winning this game. We're gonna win and beat the Packers for the foreseeable future. I don't see them getting any wins here anytime soon. We're about to flip the script.
And just to go ahead and add to the pile on here. These games, count them up. Green Bay Packer games, we might as well just chalk those to be wins on the schedule, sir, because I'm staunchly against any rationale when it comes to the Packers. I don't believe this is the first time in quite some time that we actually sweep a series. I think we got the personnel, and it is personal. Fuck them. We get a dub. We getting 2 of them. Sweep the Packers. Move it along. Home and the road. Beat them on the road last year. We'll beat them at home this year, as you should have already. You had the personnel almost with a bum inferior guy giving you instruction. Jordan, prove it. Let's go. Moving on to a game that I might be inclined to talk more cash money. Trash. I'm cleaning up for you a little bit out here because I'm going to make a lot of collecting that day in terms of money. There's going to be a lot of deliveries going on to my Cash App and everything else because I am a resident of Cleveland, Ohio, everyone. And they got this thing they call a football team here. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but the Browns.
What's the name?
The Browns. I'm sorry, that's what they are. They call them brownies. They pastries, they powder puffs, they incompetent, and they are cursed. I see none of that changing. Shout out to Shador. He will be starting. You will get no prime time in Chicago that day, sir. Sorry to tell you. You're going to be the 14th quarterback to start this season for the Browns. You're going to be 99 on a damn jersey they got hanging up downtown. Clowns, and clowns. I don't got to even explain it to you. They continue to show it to you, and no more 12-point losses to Joe Flacco. Duh. Facts, what do you have?
I want to start by saying I wish nothing but success for Shador.
True.
But this will not be that game. This will not be the come-out party. I want this man to be wildly successful. Same I want Justin Fields to be successful. But not here, not now. We're gonna get a dub on that game.
Class.
Dub, man. I don't. What's a Brown? First off,
Good point.
Secondly, yeah, another possibly a rookie quarterback, and they drafted 2, right?
Yeah, Dylan Gabriel was the first. Yeah, he was third rounder.
Yeah,
he was the first one. I'm just predicting Shador.
So we don't right. So we don't even, but we know it's going to be some young quarterback by this time.
By then, yeah, especially.
And even if it ain't a young quarterback, it's going to be an old as dirt quarterback, Joe Flacco. I don't see it. I don't see it happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's an easy dub. It's a dub.
All right.
And so
4-10.
Quiet, Cash. Come.
Excuse me. 10-4.
All right.
What? We had 10 wins.
Yeah, we had 10. We got 3 games.
10-4.
We got 3 games left in this.
We're being.
We got what? Yeah, 3 games left in the season. One of those already. Like I said, what's a Brown? That's right. B, we don't know what a Brown is, but I guess we got to go back to it for the sake of argument. G-Class, you got any different thoughts about this next Green Bay game? Because we at home for this one.
No, I had us win this one.
See, even Cash agree. Even Cash agree right there. Resounding, kicking the Packers' ass. We ain't gonna talk about them too long. This game right here gives me a bit of intrigue for a lot of reasons. Somebody just got paid like it was Friday night out there. Shout out to Brock Purdy and getting his bread. Mr. Irrelevant getting the bag. I appreciate all of them holding up the establishment. So I don't care who get it, especially when you ain't worth it and you ain't on my team. Nonetheless, go ahead.
Small note before you. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Small note about this game. It is on Saturday.
Okay.
We don't know, and we don't have a time. So.
And it may be one of those Peacock games or something like that. You know how they be throwing weird stuff at us at the end of the year with streaming apps.
Yeah.
Paramount.
Right now it's saying Fox.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Right now it's saying Fox, but
So they reserved the right in that one to be a flex game because Fox does a lot of flexing with their game of the week and so on and so forth. I don't know what to make of the game, and I say it like this: this has less to do with us and more to do with how Shanahan finds a way to get the most out of unknowns. The Garindos of the world, the Masons. McCaffrey might actually be healthy for one game or two. That might be one of them. And I kind of vacillate between thinking this is your opportunity to prove last year was truly coaching malpractice. But I kind of see this as an L for us. Because I don't think, I think in the scheme of two offensive minds, I think that Shanahan is the more experienced in terms of the two. I think he wins the coaching duel that day. Nothing to be scoffed at, but I think we take an L on the road, real close game. Facts, what you thinking?
My bad, y'all. I'm catching up. What game is this we're talking through?
We are on San Francisco.
What's
Sunday, 7:20 p.m. NBC.
Sunday night.
That's a Sunday night.
San
You guys taking the L post?
Yeah, I hate to even say it when he said it like that.
Yeah.
On national TV, but
Yeah, I got taking the L too. I got taking the L. I want to be wrong. But to me, the 49ers are tough, man. Like, it's kind of going back to the Cowboys. Like, what team is going to show up? Injuries is huge at this point of the season. I expect them to have some. But I don't know which injuries they're going to have, obviously, because, oh, man, this is... we're going to take an L. We're going to take an L. They're not going to be at full strength, but I still think they have the right key pieces to get the dub.
Class, what you think, man?
Bro, this game it's creating emotion in me, man. And I hate to say that we take a L because last year we took the L.
Mm-hmm.
We went out there. I don't even know who came. Who came? Who jumped off the bus, man? Like who flew out there? I don't remember what team was that. Who were those guys? We had George Kittle. You know what? We go out there and we get the dub. All right. We go out there and we get the dub. I'm tired of this vacillating, going back and forth.
Yeah.
Pussyfooting around. All right. We going out to San Francisco, 7:20 p.m. and we getting that dub. And we getting ready for next week.
I like.
This the playoff run. Let's go.
He said it with some emotion.
I'm tired of this, man.
I almost want to change. Let me go. Hold on. I want to stay where I'm at, but I almost want to change it.
Well, you know what? It changed mine. Goddammit. He ain't got me with that one right there. Oh no, he ain't got me with that one right there. He say he's sick and tired of being sick and fucking tired, and it ain't going down that way.
So we 12-4,
and I say that only because of this right here. I say it because of this, and this is the lead in for me and why I changed that because I think
12-4.
Yeah, that's what we at 12-4. Hey, the games are the games. I can't be a prisoner of the moment out here and not predict what I think is a prediction. Because I'm about to jump out here and let y'all know that this game right here I still think is for the division. This game right here, last game of the season, I think it means like the ultimate. It's the ultimate opportunity for Ben to go right out there and prove exactly what Tahila and them just said. And men get most emotional in the sports arena. I think every emotion possible is going to be elicited in that game because Ben want to show you everybody that he is the brainchild to Dan Campbell's operation. Dan going to do a damn good job of holding it together out there. Mm-hmm. But I want to see the battle of wits versus grit because I still think that Dan invokes the grittiness that I won't cheap shot and play like, just because he got new coordinators, those things won't still be a part of his team. And so I do believe Montgomery and Gibbs is out there to try to give it all they got, and seriously, it's gonna be one of them games right there. But I really do think this is for the division win. Somebody, when they got hired 3 years ago, said that they were going to take the North and never give it back. Cheesy in delivery, good golly and hope, but I fuck with the message wholeheartedly. I believe in the most meek way that he could have said it, because he didn't want to say it too loud before he gets some results. This is the year in which Mr. Poles gets to show you what he was talking about. I think you win this game right here. I think you get your first division title since 2018. And I do not think, while you might not be a repeat division winner, I don't think you ever give away the notion that you are a puff on the schedule, that the division is somebody else's for the taking. And I believe it epitomizes what they paid $13 million a year for in Ben Johnson, showing you exactly what everybody thought he was for the last 3 years. Gonna show you that I'm a little bit more than what y'all even gave me credit for. And strap your shit up, because just like he said, we're going to be this year's Commanders. You can't be the Commanders without commanding the damn room. And I think it's about to happen just that very way. Give me a dub. I say less. Facts.
Okay, so you got to sleep in the Lions.
You the writer, so I'm gonna give you last play in this one. G Class, give me your soliloquy on what's going on in this game. What do you think we doing against Dan Campbell on the last day of the season for us?
Okay, so first off, this is all TBD, okay? Because this game will either be played on Saturday or Sunday. We don't know. January 3rd or January 4th.
That's crazy.
But yeah, we don't know. One thing we do know for sure is it will be played in Chicago. Okay. Ben Johnson was brought here for this moment. If the schedule pans out the way we think, he was brought here for this moment, this time. And to me, it's not about the money. It's about the man. If we're at this point with the schedule, we're ready to go. The Lions are simply a bump in the road. Thank you for everything that you've done the last couple years, Lions. Congratulations. You didn't get it done.
Yep.
And I'm going to be honest with you, sir. You won't get it done. Enjoy your Dan Campbell years, however few you have left with him, okay? Because it's done. If we're at this point, we're moving into the playoffs. Let's go ahead and get the dub and get up out of here, okay? Let's go get ready for the first round. No, not even first round, because we get the bye, right? Let's go get ready for whoever we play first, because that's it. We should be ready for this game by the time. All the way until this point, listen, especially coming off of the San Francisco win, we should be ready for this one, man. There's nothing that Dan Campbell can slip by us. You know, he gonna be like, hey guys, let's play tough, let's play strong. Man, listen, man, last year you were down like 30 players? I know that's crazy, but it was something crazy, some crazy number. I'm not saying it's gonna happen again, because that's rare. But I just don't, regardless of who you have, I don't think they're gonna be ready to play us in Chicago. I say we get the dub by 2 touchdowns.
I'm on camera.
And we cruise into the playoffs.
Cruise. Okay.
Well,
and we get a home game too, right?
Yeah, you do.
So I'm only going back and forth on this game because I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the record we putting together here.
Yeah, I'm not trying to balance. Yeah.
Yeah, right now, Post got us 13-4. You guys said 11-6. And I'm going back and forth between 10-7 or 9-8. I really like us in this game, but that puts us at 10 wins.
No, they can't put us at 10 wins.
How can they put us?
Oh no, they put you at 10 wins.
For my record,
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. They would put me at 10 wins. So I'm either gonna go 10-7 or 9-8, and I really like us getting 10 wins, but I feel like I'm being I'm gonna go with a dub. We're gonna pull this one out. I got us 1-1 against the Lions, and I'm gonna say 10-7. So let me recap what we got going on. So overall, we're 13-4.
Mm-hmm.
That is consistent with post predictions. He predicted 13-4.
What did
Flash, you got us
quick
at.
question.
Go ahead.
Just a quick question. What did Washington finish at last year? Was it 12? Did they get 12 wins?
12-5. I would like to say. I might be mistaken on that.
Let me check. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
That's my comparison, though.
And so, Clash, you're 11-6. You're 11-6. You got 11-6. So we're not far off. You got to win one more game.
And I guess
right. Okay.
I guess the difference for me is this. Last year you gave away, and I repeat, you gave away 3 division games. If my team is supposed to be that much better, and the real threats to a win for me would be Washington, Baltimore, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, Minnesota, San Francisco. So that would be 6 games that I think go either way, and we already ruled on how we think that goes. Meaning that's a built-in 9 over there, and those 6 that we talking about division games, I think you won one of them that you should have, and you gave away 3. So you, with an incompetent squad, should have been 4-2 against your division with nothing going on good for you. Like I said, coaching matters, and I think that the holistic and sweeping coaching changes gives evidence that we're not able to see right now, and I do think it's presumptive. And like Power Player said, I might sound like a Cowboy fan right now. I'll give him that. What I will ask Mr. Power Player to do is
a little bit
predict what the Ravens will be this year, because you love your team. Tell me what you think their record gonna be. Don't tell me you ain't look at it, because you had time to look at it. You've been building up for this. But
let me say a quick note. Washington went 11-6 last
11-6. Okay.
Washington. I have them going 11-6 this year. I have the Bears going 11-6. So basically, yeah,
a mirror of them. And I think that a couple of those games, even with them, I would have to say Washington, if we want to play these types of games, should have been 10-7 last year. So I won't compare myself in record to them, because you had some defensive
9-8, bro.
Yeah, well, you had defensive lapses that shouldn't have happened for Mr. Dan Campbell last year. The offense may have saved them at times, and I say offense, I mean Jaden. They made some sweeping improvements as well. We will find out how they look. I just ultimately think that the conjunction of Ryan getting things prepared the way in which Ben likes them gives us the ultimate foot or leg up on the competition in terms of getting things together and showing you what the team could have been, should have been, and will be. He said 17-0. Fuck you, me. Especially if y'all going 13-4. Oh, so you play the same schedule I play? I wasn't sure of that. Nonetheless,
here I was thinking I was talking to somebody with some sense.
Yeah, man, you know, he likes to do it that way. Real quick,
okay, all right.
Before we get out of here, because it is almost clock out time, I want to give an opportunity for us to give no pit banishments this day, but we're gonna actually go ahead and give a first class stamp of approval to a particular faction in the Windy City. I know not everybody is supportive of me and Mr. Bluefax is. So without further ado, we will give Mr. Bluefax a couple of minutes to wax poetically on the W flag that I have hanging to my right. Talk about those Cubs. Go ahead, Fax. Take it away, even though I don't mean for you, Fax. I don't know. Let's go, boy.
Yeah.
Love them.
So for all those people who may not be watching the Cubs, you're missing out on great baseball. They're doing it in a lot of ways. They win in a lot of ways. We are hitting it over the fence. We're playing small ball. We're stealing bases. We need, obviously, pitching, but we've been able to overcome that. Like, they stringing together production. And I've watched the Cubs for a lot of years, and they are throughout the entire line, up and down, getting on base, getting RBIs. I think we got two players on our team, top 2 or 3 in RBIs this season. So you got Suzuki and you got Pico. That doesn't even include.
I'm say 3, but we don't talk about Kyle.
Kyle Tucker.
Yeah.
Right. So, but what we're doing is getting on base. You look at this. We don't have to pay Pico Armstrong without a doubt. We wanted him just to be good on defense and be quick on the base running. He's also hitting for power. Yeah, Suzuki hitting for power. I'm glad he arrived right on time. We're going to have to pay Kyle Tucker. Hopefully we don't draw this out too long. Nico, double plays. We're all over the place. And we're bringing up guys from the minor leagues up. They're also having impact. Get out there, watch a game. It's good baseball. They're doing all the little things right. Once we get over this pitching hump, I think it's going to really solidify. I don't see us cooling off. I know it's a lot of games, but we haven't took a big dip. We are not going to fall off. We're going to carry this all the way to the postseason. So get on the bandwagon if you're not on the bandwagon, because we got some room.
I'm talking.
I ran into a guy yesterday who was a closet Cubs fan. I asked him if he was a Cubs fan. He said he's a Cubs fan, but he's kind of a White Sox fan too. It's okay. It's enough room. We'll take everybody. You can like the White Sox and like the Cubs. We not boycotting. I'll watch the White Sox game. I'm fading them, but you know what I'm saying. I'll watch it. Get out there, man. It's good baseball. If you don't watch baseball, I'm also playing MLB. Once post get the game, we can bat it around.
Oh, that's why I'll pick it up today.
What the Cubs are doing.
I'll pick it up today for you. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
Lastly, just to compound of that, PCA is not and never was traded for just to be speed and defense. It was always hoped that his offense would finally manifest, and it's doing so right now. Shout out to us for getting that right there for Javi Baez. We needed him. Thank you, Javi, for giving me what I needed. I didn't time him out it anyway. Must have been some all caps. The all caps did it, power player. I ain't do it at all. Nonetheless, we're going to be signing a lot of people this year. I do believe that some of those minor leaguers you spoke of will be utilized to acquire starting pitching. We will talk ad nauseum about the Cubs at some other time. We will spend the last couple of minutes thanking everybody who has involved themselves in the chat. Thank you for the view time. Thank you for the watching, the commentary. I hope everybody hit that like button at some point in time while they were here. Shout out. They say the capital letters did it. Botrix is tripping, but we'll get you later on. I'm working on all those types of things. Thank you to Healanism. Everybody else who gives me constant feedback on the audio and video portion of the stream. I can tell you I'm working on it. I'm not a learned man about how I don't drop the same frames on 2 different platforms. So we're going to try a couple different things out. Maybe some StreamYard and see how that works for YouTube. Like the content, share the content, subscribe to the page if you have not. Oliver, Attila the Hun, everybody's names who I saw pop up at some point. I appreciate you, B. Walker. Anybody I missed, I hope to see you again at some point. We had a record in views for the page last week in terms of a live stream. Hopefully I can get my first live stream to go to 100. With that being said, I got the 2 dudes with me that's going to help me do it. We appreciate y'all for pulling up and hanging out. Facts. Thank you, G-Class. I know class got to get going. Otherwise, if you guys got any finishing statements, you can go ahead and make them now. If not, we're going to hit this nice tune out. Listen. I appreciate it, man. Go ahead.
Bear down. All right. Bear TF down, man. Let's go. Don't be afraid of success, ladies and gentlemen. Ben Johnson said it's going to be uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. There's a new era. So let's get comfortable being uncomfortable with these wins and going up against teams that have maybe traditionally put it on us. Okay? Maybe they've made at some point, they've made us look bad. I'm done with that, man. Let's go. All right? Let's cut the bull jive and let's play some real football here. So I'm excited, man. Preseason's in August. I think training camp is in July,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, let's uh
We
let's
start
hope
training camp.
for
We start mini camp and everything a bit earlier as we have already because we got a new coach. So that's
oh
going on
yes,
right now.
yes, yes. So yeah, I'm excited, man. Let's go.
We're excited about it all. I'm gonna give y'all a quick side note while we getting out of here. So I have a miniature golden doodle. His name is Cash, and Cash does some of the most puppy-like things for me. So right now he is in the corner, scratching profusely at the mirror to rival this dog that he sees. And y'all know what dog he sees. His goddamn self. But he over there ready to get it. Out of all these days, he walks past the mirror today, and the same reflection he sees, all of a sudden is a threat. With that being said, don't let hitting the like button be a threat to you. Go ahead and do so for your boy. I appreciate everybody pulling up on us. We will check you next Sunday with new content as far as a live subject. Check me out for videos and shorts throughout the week. We are gone.